So, Danielle,
Yep.
talk about the importance of facts in sports, because sports is one of those things where people know the score, so you've
Yeah.
got to be critical that you have it right.
It is of the utmost importance that you are always correct. I cannot tell you this enough because you'll get eaten alive if you say something wrong. People are very involved in sports. They know, just like you said, so much about it that if you're wrong, then they're going to criticize, and then you become someone that they don't feel they can trust. They want to know that they're getting the right kind of information from you, that you're providing them with the right stats. So know your stuff first and foremost, because if you don't, you're getting nowhere. People can see through that.
What about pronunciation? That's another one that,
Yeah.
because fans are so loyal and passionate. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's tricky. And I actually, Pascal Siakam, new Raptor, last night, that was a little tough. He's new and you got to learn these new names. But I find phoneticize everything in your scripts. So last names especially, phoneticize it right beside. That makes a big difference. I'm all about underlining words throughout your scripts to make sure that you're emphasizing the right ones. There's little tricks you can do to make sure that you don't mess it up, and practice. It's the biggest thing, right?
What about creativity in scripts? We talked about it earlier a little bit before, that in sports it's all about creativity without losing the foundation of facts.
Yes, and I think a big part of how I've tried to put my creativity into things is just to be myself. So a lot of my scripting, I couldn't really hand off to someone else and say, here, read this. It's, I like to add my own personality, my own flavor. So I use words that a lot of other people wouldn't use, but people like that because it sort of identifies those scripts with me, and people enjoy that. It makes sports fun, and they can identify with you and your style. So try to put in as much as you can, especially if it's a sport you're really comfortable with. I'm really comfortable with tennis, so I usually like to jazz it up as much as I can.
So if there was students that wanted to get into sports broadcasting, what's your advice to them?
Oof. Do everything. Do anything and everything, and be someone who wears many hats. So for me, actually on air was never my initial goal. I think it was something I wanted to be a part of. But I found I really liked editing. I liked the creative side of that. I always focused on writing. That's so, I'm sure Amar has let you know this times 100, but really become a good, strong writer, because that branches off into everything else. But yeah, put yourself out there. Try different things. Volunteer where you can. If there's a specific sport you really like, see if you can volunteer. Maybe try calling a game. Write a report about a game summary, those kinds of things. And I know a lot of people now like to blog about their favorite teams, and that's a good way also to get some practice.
Right.